Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the finest Dawn of War Soulstorm casts this side of East Yorkshire. And today we've got a 1 versus 1 on Fata Morga. Playing as the Tau, we have got Matt A. Bal, and playing as the Sisters of Battle, we have got Elise UA. Elise will be opening up with double Missionaries, a Plasma Generator and a Adeptus Sororitas Convent, whereas Matt A. will be going for a couple of, well in fact even triple Stealth Suit teams, Jetpacks, Aircraft Builder, and a Tau Barracks. Now some would say Elise UA was born on Fata Morga, moulded by it, did not see meeting of minds until he became a man. But he knows this map like the back of his hand, and he's not, by the looks of things, going for the traditional Seraphine opening. So what have you got planned, young man? What's on the cards for you? Oh, right, just tier 2. Oh, okay, right, fair enough. A quick tier 2 opening then, that's fair enough. Got the usual standard opening for the Tau there. So while this is going to leave the Sisters a little bit open for harassment early on in the game, the Tau don't really have an amazing tier 1 harassment, unless of course they go for the Vespids, which it does not look like that they are. So just a regular Tau commander going to be coming out, maybe even doing a little bit of scouting to see if he can see what's going on, but the chance of is by the time you see what's going on in your opponent's base, it'll be a little bit too late. I think that's the one problem that I have, well not problem, but the main gripe that I have with Soulstorm or the Dawn of War franchise in whole, is that there's not much use for scouting in the early games, not like how it was in StarCraft. But then again, I suppose it's a different game, isn't it? Different kind of mechanics going on. We do have this Stealth Suit team ready to decap this strategic point as and when is required. Ecclesiarchal Servitor ready to build, ready to muster something on top. Can he do it? That's the question. Everyone right-clicking like mad. There we go, look at that. Glorious stuff. And the Tau Commander now going to be chasing away at this Ecclesiarchal Servitor. No chance of him getting anything down. But tier 2 almost finished. And I imagine, what, just Celestian spam? Is that the way forward? You don't need that much green money. I do believe it's like, what, like 10 green to recruit and, well, to upgrade these guys? Yeah, it's not too heavy, I don't think. So it's quite a viable thing to go for when your economy is not online at the moment. But they have managed to deny this strategic point and this relic, so that might bite them in the backside as the game progresses. Missionaries unable to really do anything about this Tau Commander at this early stage of the game, which then just allows Tau just to chill out and do what they do. He's going to go for some Vespids. He's seen that there's nothing much going on with the Sisters, so he may as well go about his Vespid business. Tau Commander there probably doesn't want to mess with these Celestians, as these guys, or these ladies shall I say, are looking for that close combat engagement. And all things considered, they're not actually too bad at close combat. They can crush a man's thighs, or well, can crush a man's head with the thighs. At least a watermelon. Missionary over here being shot at over the top. Got pulse cannoned. Double Celestians now. Stealth team almost dying. In fact, where are you going? Ah, there we go. Go back home, be a family man. Some Vespids will now come along. Their destabilizing or discombobulating ability, whatever it's called, allowing them to rip through buildings very quickly. Now, I imagine, what, are you going to, like, I mean, yeah, the economy is probably the best way to go for it. Smashing the economy will prevent them from getting any more Celestians, but they do have quite a bit of... Do you have a bit of... you've got a little bit of green saved up, but... I mean, do you cost, yeah, 10 green to reinforce, so... If you can keep the power down and get some units to whittle down their numbers, you should be able to eventually starve them out. That's the one disadvantage of going for that early tier 2 build for the Sisters, is that if you can't keep your economy safe, then you won't be able to get your ladies up. But then again, you have got 4 units now, so that's quite a devilish thing to take on. Tau Commander still doing alright in the health department. Vespids coming back over for a second plate. Got some more Celestians on the way, but currently not much in the way of population cap to go on with. Plasma Generator going to be built up over here. The Celestians will come back down here to see if they can do anything about it. Tau Commander just giving these guys the ring around the roses. Anything coming out for the Tau at the moment? Wonderful little placement for the Plasma Generators. Nice little triangle, very aesthetically pleasing. Plasma Generator here being kicked in the face by these Vespids. but the Ecclesiarchal Servitors keeping it shipshape and Bristol fashion. Celestians now zoning out these Vespids. Nowhere for them to really engage with at the moment. Might see if they can zone them over this way before jumping over, maybe. I'm going to go for that decap. It's very risky business, Vespids. There we go, flying over the little ridge here. Do have a, what are you? UI Pristine Sanctuary. Going for those upgrades as the sisters at the moment. Oh no, you can go for those multi-melters without that. They will focus on the Sororitas Convent. Going to try and prevent any additional Celestians from coming out. These ladies have given up on the chase. I'm going to try and attempt to get him in the ranged department. Oh no, there we go. Ah, the old false sense of security. Got the critical location countdown for Matebal. Assuming I'm pronouncing that correctly, I do apologise, sir or madam, if I am mispronouncing that. Listening point. Shooting some bits and bobs at these guys. But won't be standing up for very long. Tau going to go for their tier 2. Finally get some Fire Warriors out. I mean, what kind of... You've got loads of money to play with. Oh, you were waiting for that vehicle beacon. Ha! Vehicle beacon versus Celestians. Not sure if that is the way, my friend. Not sure if that is the way at all. I imagine it would be a combination of Crew and Fire Warriors. Crew for the front lines to screen for the Fire Warriors, and Fire Warriors, well, just to shoot people dead. But then again, I mean, the Skyray missile gunship, if I can get my words out correctly, should do a number if they can get some shots off. Vespid's still over here. And they might... I mean, is this like some sort of skew with base trade? I mean, the Celestians should be able to mince through this a lot quicker, but... I mean, the Vespids do a good bit of building damage. They've got that Sororitas Convent down, so no fresh Celestians anytime soon. These guys are going to go for a Devilfish Troop Carrier. Oh, because these guys... There's no missionary with them at the moment, so they won't be able to fight back. Okay, Mr. Matebal, I see what you're cooking up. I could smell what is in the kitchen. And you know what? I don't mind. I'll have a plate of that, young man or woman. Celestians are going to be taking out all the Tau economy. But it's not a bad idea. Going to go for in fact, going to go for the maximum of 3. And these guys are extremely cheap. 50 blue and 75 green. Fragile, but they also do a fair lick of damage if given enough time. We'll be wiping these ladies out super quick, but I mean, that's fine, because I mean, these guys can't hit the troop carrier. So in fact, I'm actually going to buy them a little bit of time, chasing these ladies away, considering as well that they cannot buy any more girls if they get a squad wipe. So that's something. Ecclesiarchal Servitors being bullied by these Vespids. And where's Tau Commando at the moment? Oh, he's doing a little bit of harassment. Celestians over here now having to take on double personnel carriers. These guys can fire on the move as well. And all of a sudden, the Sisters of Battle are looking a little bit less confident. I'm going to see one missionary coming over. In fact, one missionary already here. So now they've got double missionaries. It's quite hard to, well, single out these targets. Mind you, the Tau Commander does have his pulse firing ability, so he should be able to at least half health one of them. And good use of snare traps as well should keep them from getting caught out of position. Vespid's taking out double plasma generators, which, looking at the... Yeah, the Sisters have currently got no green money, so they can't reinforce their Celestians at the moment. My goodness, absolutely down to the wire. Devilfish Troop Carrier over here, not going to stand up much of in a fight against these ladies. We'll have to fall back while the missionaries are about their business. But I mean, the Sisters just can't afford to lose a single model. Nary a singular individual. Going to get another Adept of Sororitas Convent. Might need to transition into some general regular Sisters. Cheeky little tower barracks around the corner here. But yeah, no, this is bitbonkers.com. Sisters are going to come over onto this side and see what they can smash up, and they will, unfortunately for the Tau, catch sight of this Tau barracks. freshly made, ready to be destroyed. There we go, they've managed to get one plasma generator up, so can now comfortably rebuild a couple of ladies, should they choose and want. Deciding instead to smash that AFCAS builder before returning their fire to the Tau barracks. Over on this side, the Vespers just aren't giving up. Oh, it's got all sorts of fire going on over here. Troop carriers focusing on the listing post. If you can't go for the mainstay of the sisters, then, well, just go for everything else. Wonderful counterplay from the Tau player here. Quite often you will see in this kind of scenario, a player will just try to go army to army and see if they can take on the Celestians here. But no, they thought, right, we can't take them on, but we know what we can take on. And that is their infrastructure. Vehicle beacon will be seen. It does look like the Ecclesiarchal Chapel is the next on the menu. Ecclesiarchal Servitor has been focus fired down by the Tau commander. Be short work for him, I imagine. Troop carriers over here ending the Sororitas Convent and soon the Pristine Sanctuary. These ladies are actually taking a fair bit of time to kill the vehicle beacon. So that's a thing. And the Tau have still got a fair few buildings left. Not sure how many more recruitment buildings do they have? They've got the Cadre headquarters. But if they lose the Cadre headquarters, then the game's over, I suppose. So they will need to build up something soon. Ecclesiarchal Chapel, not really taking that much damage. They need to speed this up a little bit. Gonna build up a listing post over here. Can they build up something significant in time? The Cadre headquarters is now taking significant structural damage. Listing post about to be finished. Got a significant amount of blue. There we go, Tau barracks been plopped down there. So this Cadre headquarters can go bye-bye, and they'll be totally fine. Adeptus Sororitas Convent trying to be built up over here. Ecclesiarchal Chapel now on half health. Or more or less half health. Fractions were never my strong suit. What is going on with this game? I imagine that now that the buildings up north have been taken care of, now it's time to turn the attention down south. By the time they come back down south, will everything be destroyed and lost? There's no chance for these Ecclesiarchal Servitors to get much in the way of repairing done. But then again, in saying that, the Devilfish troop carriers aren't killing them impressively quickly enough. So do get a little bit of repair time in there. Got some fire teams out in the mix. Pristine Sanctuary being slowly taken down. Also, Mate Bal is going for that critical location victory. So much going on at the moment. The sisters really need to pull it back in some way, shape or form. They are now going to come in en masse. Missionaries still in their ranks to be able to spot and spy any of those invisible vehicles. Ecclesiarchal Servitors, like I say, it's surviving just long enough to be a real nuisance. And if they weren't there, I imagine that the Ecclesiarchal Chapel would have gone down, or at least just on the cusp of going down as these girls come in. They charge straight in, killing both of these Devilfish troop carriers. No dramas at all. Tau barracks. Population full, unable to get more fire warriors, but they've got a couple of squads out already. Looking to kill that Pristine Sanctuary. But here come the Celestians, and they are not too happy about what's been going on. You've desecrated our homes. You've ruined our Pristine Sanctuaries a couple of times now. The Vespids aren't giving up. They're just constantly on the hunt for more damage to do. The moment the Celestians come down the ridge, these guys are going to come straight back and take care of these Servitors and the Chapel. Fire Warriors are going to move around this side. Hopefully going to use this ridge for a firing vantage point. Fire Warrior team down here kind of sacrificing themselves for the greater good, which is what they do. Snare going to be placed down here. Hopefully going to slow down these Celestians somewhat. But they're coming around on both sides, just in case. Don't want to get the whole army caught. Oh no, Fire Warriors, what are you doing? Oh, this is unfortunate. Where are you off? You could have just stand there and probably if all these guys turned around and focused on one half of the Celestians, it would be a completely different kind of engagement. with Elisue separating his troops. That could have been a different story altogether, but the Tau kind of bottling it a little bit there. Vespids are staying, just provide some sort of retreating fire, but one squad of Fire Warriors being taken down to the wire, another one just running around impotently. Tau Commander's still here there. He's doing alright. And what are the Tau doing for buildings at the moment? Have you rebuilt stuff over here? I mean, you're going for your listening post again, but... Oh, you've gone for a Cadre headquarters down here. Fair enough. That is fair, mister. Or missus. Slessin's over here, feeling the pinch a little bit. But these girls, now that the... Yeah, oh, you've got green money all day long. It's the blue money that you worry about now. But the Vespids whittled down to almost dead. Oh no, it was the Afterburn. The Afterburn killed him. And the Tau... I mean, actually, the Tau, 92 and 0 compared to 32 and 20. Weirdly enough, the economy is firmly in the position of the Tau. They just need the building structures to deal with the rest of these sisters. These girls don't have enough to really reinforce themselves as readily as they would normally, but they are still in tier 2. Oh, stealth suit teams. Stop it, they're already dead. Leave their base alone. They've captured nothing, apart from maybe this bit here. They want for nothing because they have nothing. Tau Fire Warriors coming over here. It's a desperate scrum, but someone's got to do it, gosh darn it. Forming it, there we go, that's nice, that's a better firing line. As one falls back, the other one fires. And then as the second squad starts falling back, the first one that fell back fires. I mean, it started good. I know it's just a general fallback. You need to gradually whittle these ladies down. That's the way forward, although 1 minute and 37 seconds till a capture point victory, Madudad. Oh, the Celestians are going to get that decap. And that will, yeah, that will cancel it. Okay, fair enough. Close though. Easily forgettable in these tense moments. Tau Commander, he's earned his bread and butter. He's certainly going to go home and have a pat on the head from the old ethereal cast. I don't think he's even died this game. I think he's just been stalwart and resolute in his fire. He's going to fly away, pegging one of these ladies with some missiles as it goes by. Oh no, don't die now. Don't... Ah, the caster's curse. I'm sorry, Tau Commander. Please live. I don't want to be personally responsible for your death. He's going to do it, I think. I believe. He's got no one killing him over here. Vespids, though, are going to re-engage. And over here we're going to see for some Vespid... Sorry, not Vespid, just regular Tau people going about the business. Stand still, gentlemen. Hold the line, gosh darn it. Although, in fairness, they probably wouldn't... Without the Tau Commander, they wouldn't have won that anyway. But still, you know. Oh no, my friend turned into lasagna once again. Yes, I'm definitely going to start doing that in PvP games, 1v1. I'm just going to start commentating and say, right, your Titan is really good. It's surviving so well. Ooh. Oh no, it's dead now. Vespids. Oh, this is just sad. Only one left. One just kind of hovering on the floor. Turning around, getting re-engaged. Engaging close combat. Stealth suits meandering around. Fire Warriors being chased. Benny Hill style, nowhere for them to go. Are there any listening posts that can fight under? All these have been upgraded. Oh, we've got another Tower Barracks. And a path to... Oh, Tier 2, okay. Although, will Tier 2 survive the Cadre headquarters falling down? What kind of economy are you running on at the moment? I mean, probably won't be able to rebuild that Cadre headquarters anytime soon, but... In saying that... It's something. All the Fire Warriors are dead there. Vespid's regaining their numbers. I quite like this. A cheeky listening post in the Sisters' base. Very nice, but the Ecclesiastical Chapel is back to full health. What can the Tau do at this point other than hold on for a hero? Path to Enlightenment on the way. Now, here's a question. Does Tier 2 for Tau still work when they have the Path to Enlightenment on? Can they just ignore not having a Kadra headquarters? They can't seem to get an Earthcast builder out of there. And oh, but they've got one over here anyway, so that's totally fine. Yeah, Tier 2. Okay, alright. What are you going to bring out? Probably not much, as the Celestians have found them. It's going to take some miracle work from these Vespids to be able to regain their footing. Here's the Oracle Servitor rebuilding that, or repairing, should I say, that listing post down south. Earthcast builder has gone down. They have spotted the Tau barracks. Over here, the Earthcast builders are trying to get out of the headquarters. Can he manage to get out in the nick of time? Does manage to get out the base. He's going to slink away for a little bit more action. This ain't the last you heard of us. Team Tau Empire blasting off again. Sisters now going to reclaim their economy. Desperate for some sort of income. Tau barracks. Another structure soon to fall. And I don't think they have any room to put anything else down. Do believe that is the Tau more or less cream crackered. Unless, of course, I've got anything special up the boots. Oh, another Tau barracks. Can they finish it in time? No, I'm afraid not. Ah, well, and that was that. Lord of mercy on my mortal soul. That was as back and forth as you like. I was absolutely convinced that the Sisters were going to win. I'm absolutely convinced the Tau were going to win. I do think that the real turning point was when the Sisters split their forces in two. Tau had all their units here. They could have gone left or they could have gone right. It didn't really matter which way. But if they just focused on one side, killed them all, and then turned around and focused on the other side, that would have been a completely and totally different game. But that's just the way the cookie crumbles. As Ace Ventura once said, I'm certainly certain. So yeah, cool, nice one. Thank you for sending that game in, Elise. If you like the channel, have a look at the old Patreon. £1 a month gets you one extra game a week. And there is also Discord, where Discord things happen. My name's Mr. Landshark. Pleasure as always, never a chore. I will see you in a bit. Peace.